There we wonderful. And there's Sarah. Everybody looks like they're on.
All right.
Okay, Kara, I think we're ready to begin. It's 6:01.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us. We are doing the snowman and snow woman couple, the Valentine's Day couple. So in your kit, you should have received two heads and then two bodies.
Mhm.
And next you should have received a sock hat and a black top hat, two orange noses, a, a Be Mine sign, your paint, pink and two Meadowbrook whites, and then separately you should have two glues.
Mm-hmm.
And then two Q-tips and a thin blue fabric, and then two thicker of the same color fabric, and then a white fluffy yarn,
Okay.
two paintbrushes, and a biscuit. All right, and if you did not receive anything, email Dory or Connie and let them know you did not receive it, and we will get your supplies to you.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay. And by the way, I am Connie.
Oh, yeah.
This is Kara. We
Hi.
forgot to introduce ourselves. We're just so ready to get started tonight. Um, if at any time you have a question, you can unmute yourself and just blurt it out, or if you don't feel comfortable, you can do the chat, and I'll try to keep an eye on those and keep up with them. So, our
Right.
first steps.
Yes. Also, quick reminder, if you get paint on your hands, the paint will come off, but if you get paint on your clothes, it will not. Um, Other things that we have with us, we have a water bowl, we have paper towels, baby wipe, styrofoam plate, and scissors. So if you have those supplies at home, please gather them up. To get started, I'm going to do a thin white coat on every piece. Um, our sample here is spray painted white, so it will give it that solid look. Unfortunately, if you paint your gourd all white, you might not achieve that look because it can get streaky and it takes a while with multiple thin white coats. So what I decided to do tonight, I'm going to sponge my gourd. And I know you guys didn't receive any sponges, so what I recommend is getting a paper towel because I'm going to do this with you because I don't have a sponge either. Do you want a paper towel?
I have a paper towel.
With that? Okay, so you get a paper towel and you just fold it up. And then, well, I'm skipping ahead of myself because we're going to do a thin white coat on the pieces. But get a paper towel ready if you want to sponge your gourd.
Okay, we're ready ahead of time. There we go.
All right. So I'm going to move my supplies out of the way. And I like to dump my paint on my plate.
Yes.
Make sure you're using the white paint and not the glue.
And hopefully everyone's paint made it to all of you without freezing. We had our last Zoom class was in December, and here in central Pennsylvania, we have had below 20 degrees since the middle of January. So we shipped out some kits, and the paint actually froze. Once paint freezes, it's ruined. So if that has happened to anyone, please, again, email Dory or myself, and we will get you. I've got a couple more participants here. We will get you fresh paint if, for some strange reason, you are living in the Arctic like we are and your paint froze.
So for the ladies who just joined us, or gentlemen, we just went over all the supplies that you should have received in your kit. Um, so that is the hats. You should have received two hats, a sign, 2 orange noses, 2 paintbrushes, your paint, and then 2 little tubes of glue, white yarn, and a small piece of the blue felt, and then 2 larger pieces of the felt, and 2 Q-tips as well. And to the ladies that just joined us, we recommend getting a water bowl, paper towels. We just poured our paint on our plates. So if you have a styrofoam plate, paper plate, or a plate you can wash off, and baby wipes. And also the paint does not come off your hand, or it does come off your hands, but it doesn't come off your clothes.
Right, that's right.
So I'm just gonna wet my paintbrush and get a little paint on there and just put thin white coat on the gourds. Also, be mindful of the cuts in the gourds. They're very thin, so paint can get caught in it. If it does, a Q-tip can help.
Or even a toothpick. The
Yes.
tip of a toothpick, which we don't have those, but if you're at home, I'm sure you have them somewhere. So yeah, very thin coat.
And if you do get a little paint, white paint in the heart, because we'll be painting those pink, the pink should cover it up. Also, if you have any other paints you want to use at home, you're more than welcome to. This is acrylic paint.
Alexa, off. Sorry, we forgot to turn our music off. When we're setting up for these classes, we tend to jam out a little bit.
We have a little dance party. All right. And I'm just going to flip my, I did the one, the head, I'm just going to set it on the top of the head. If the paint comes off a little bit, that's okay, because a hat will cover it up.
And to hold them, you can see Kara's doing it. I forgot to in the beginning, but if you just want to stick your fingers up there, you can get all sides of it pretty quickly.
Yes, yeah. And I'm trying to do a very thin, watered down version of this first coat. And to the ladies that joined us, I talked about using a sponge. And you were not sent a sponge, so what I recommend is using a paper towel and folding it. And I'll teach you that process here after we're done. But, or if you have a sponge handy, just to grab that a while. Now it's quiet.
It is quiet. I know that most of the East Coast is under this Arctic weather like we're having here. I feel like I'm getting like a trial version of what it would be like to live in Alaska, and I don't like it. I don't think I'm going to live in Alaska at any point in my life. But I really feel bad for those folks down in North Carolina. They don't have the equipment to shovel the snow or plow the snow.
Yes.
And then the storms going on and the Outer Banks, and the homes are falling into the ocean.
Oh, is that happening?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's been awful.
I have not seen that.
So hope everyone stays safe and warm.
Yes. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I shouldn't be complaining if my house isn't falling in the ocean.
That's right. In your case, it would fall into the creek.
Yeah. Which we had a family ice skating on the creek right by our house. Yeah.
This is the first in many, many years that we've had weather this cold that the creek actually has frozen over. And it's beautiful to look at. Absolutely beautiful. And Kara's home overlooks it. So you got a beautiful view to drink your coffee in the mornings, don't you?
I do. Well, chasing around some kids.
Well, yeah, that's true.
But yep.
She has a toddler and a 7-year-old?
Yeah.
7 already.
Yes. Yeah. Keep you on your toes.
And a big old spoiled German Shepherd. You thought I was going to say husband. Yeah.
You would probably beg to differ. But uh, so I went and I just finished putting a thin white coat on all my gourd pieces. Like I mentioned earlier, I am going to use a sponge, sponge being my paper towel.
I did get it in the cracks.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about that. I know Connie mentioned it too. Um, with these cuts, it can happen that paint will get in there. So again, just try to find like even like a piece of paper sometimes works.
Oh, that's a good idea too. Yeah, to get those unclogged.
Is everyone doing okay?
I'm
Um,
slow compared to you, you know that.
uh,
I'm okay. I'm just a little behind.
oh,
Oh,
you're good. You're good.
I'll slow her down here. Well, while we're slowing down here, let's see what's going on here at the farm.
Cold weather.
Cold, yeah.
We have gourds out in the field right now.
Hmm.
So in the fall, the farmer, they um, actually cut all the gourds off the vine and they just let the gourds lay in the field. So over the winter, the gourds, they kind of rot a little bit. They get mold on the outside, and they dry out is what they do.
That's what gives them the hard shell, believe it or not, laying out over the
Yes.
winter.
Yep. So
Yeah.
this winter is actually really good for them. And come spring, um, the farmer and the crew, they will go in the fields and pick up all the gourds by hand.
Yeah.
So
We hire middle school and high school kids because that is a lot of bending over by the waist. And, you know, as we get older, well, you'll get there. You'll
I'm
get
getting
there.
there. I'm getting there.
Our old backs just can't take it.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna sponge. I don't know what Connie is gonna do. So I'm gonna use a paper towel, and if you have a sponge at home, use that. But I'm just gonna get my paper towel damp, and then I'm gonna squeeze the excess water out.
Why not? I'll give it a try. I've never done this with a paper towel.
I practiced today to make sure I wasn't steering you guys wrong.
Okay.
So then you'll just take your damp paper towel and kind of dab it in the paint that you have on your plate. And I get it so it's not so clumpy.
So you dab it in the paint and then you dab it on your
Clean
clean part of your plate to get
the
it off.
excess paint.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I would start in the back of your gourd, so on the opposite side of the design, just to get a feel of it. So there, and it gives it a nice textured,
Okay.
snowy look.
Okay.
Does that make, is that
It does
working?
make sense. Yeah.
Oh, I just clumped.
So what do you do if you get a big clump?
I'm kind of trying to spread it out
Okay.
because that's what I just did. But also this way, you see it doesn't get in the fine lines as much either. Now I'm curious, are you ladies going to sponge or just do multiple thin white coats of paint?
I think they're all bashful.
I hear crickets. Chirp, chirp.
I think I'm just gonna paint because I don't have a sponge ready.
Do you have a
Okay.
paper towel?
I do. Yes, that's what I'll use.
I mean, by all means, you can definitely do the multiple coats of paint. It just will take a while and
Okay. I'll
you
use a
might get
paper
some
towel.
streaks.
Okay.
Okay. I am definitely the messy one here. I think I should be wearing an apron,
I thought about
bib or
wearing
something.
gloves.
Hmm. I like the way that's looking. I need my brush again.
Were you using a baby wiped sponge?
Oh my goodness, I was. Oh, Connie.
Hey, it's you
What
and
an
me.
idiot. I used a baby wipe because I have this thing, I don't like paint on my hands, so it's weird. I know I'm in the wrong profession. Um, so I had a baby wipe getting the paint off my hands, and then I tried to sponge with a baby wipe. That doesn't
Hey,
work.
you're in the right profession. So Connie helps with the decorating here in the store, and you can see behind us, her and Dory have done a lovely job.
I love to decorate. Absolutely love to. And I have a job where they pay me to do it. It's crazy. But yeah, we just finished up our Valentine's Day sale. And President's Day is coming up. So we're having a President's Day sale, both online and in our 7,000 square foot gift shop here. Um, all in the gift shop, all of our Americana gourds and decor are 25% off, and they are 20% off on our website. So that's coming up. When is President's Day? February 16th? Yeah, the sale is starts on the 13th. So that's coming up if you don't have your patriotic gourds.
They are very cute too.
And everybody and their neighbors asking if we're going to do a special gourd for America's 250th year anniversary this year. And I would like to say that yes, we are. We just got to fine tune the design of it. So hopefully we'll have it done by July.
Yeah, I would love to. I mean,
Yeah, it's quite a year for America.
yes, it is.
And yeah, I gave up on the sponging. Um, so it might take me a little longer
Oh,
here.
it's coming out nice though.
Being very careful around all those fine lines.
And I had to grab a new paper towel to do the sponging because it doesn't it does I don't know. The paper towel kind of gets smushy where you need to change it.
Okay.
What else is going on the farm?
Oh, what else is going? We always have something going on. We've started one Saturday every month. We do a come in and buy a craft kit, and then we open up our classroom. We have an instructor back there, which, hey, it's me. So you you never know how it's going to go. Um, and you open your craft kit, just like the ones you get in the mail. But we supply all the paints, everything that you would possibly need, and you can put your kit together here. And it's been it's it's catching on. Let's just say that it's catching on. Parents love to bring their kids in if it's too cold for them to go outside and play. It's just a nice family thing to do. So that's coming up on the 14th, Valentine's Day.
Oh, there'll be a class on Valentine's.
Yeah. Yeah, Dory thought we didn't have anything to do on Valentine's Day, so she's like, why don't we have a class? Oh, by the way, everybody I know knows Dory. The poor girl is at home and has been at home for days and days recovering from pneumonia. So keep Dory in your thoughts and prayers because we want her back here.
Yeah, it's just whatever is going around, it's coming around twice, I feel like.
Yeah, yeah.
So
If
hopefully
it's,
you all are all healthy and well.
hope so. And these fine lines are definitely something to try to keep them clean.
I am just doing another small little second coat of sponging, just to fill in any gaps I feel like I missed.
Okay. Everybody doing okay out there? Sandy, you still a little behind?
I could not do this for a living. I know that.
Well, you can definitely tell Kara does it for a living. And you can definitely tell I'm in the gift shop and don't do this for a living. So,
Well, what I do in the back, I actually cut, like I'll draw the design on the gourd and then I cut it out. So it's a pretty dirty
Okay.
job because of all the gourd dust
mhm.
and
So believe it or not, this girl handles a jigsaw all day, every day.
I do.
All day, every day. She's the one that cuts these things out for us.
Now these ones are actually lasered, but so we do have some products that are, but a lot of our products are handcrafted.
The tiny, tedious work, like in these gourds, we do use a laser, and Kara's husband is actually the one that does that for us. And then when they make it to the finishing room, my husband's the one that paints them. So it really is a family affair here.
Yes, we have about 20 employees, 21 employees now, maybe.
20 full-time employees.
Okay.
Just did the new phone list today.
Did
So
you? Oh,
exactly
good.
20 full-time employees. And we have 3 part-timers that help us out on the weekends and special events. So, and we keep everyone extremely busy.
Good kind of busy.
A
Keep
good,
us out of
yeah,
trouble.
good kind of busy. We just had a snow day here. It was a Monday. We had a snow day. Our gift shop was closed. Most of our production crew couldn't make it in, so most of us enjoyed just a nice day at home. I'm trying to think of what I did. As little as possible, I think. Everyone needs one of those days once in a while.
Yeah, I think we did a lot of like baking and cooking and
Night.
trying to stay sane with kids
That's
inside.
that's what snow days are. Yeah, I love on a snowy day. If not baking, making a huge pot of homemade soup
Yes, yes.
where it takes hours to let it simmer. Speaking of food, a lot of you might not know, but every Wednesday morning we have a staff meeting. So all 20 of us are there, and each one of us takes turns making breakfast for the whole crew. So it's really pretty cool. Um, we get most of the time a nice hot homemade breakfast, depending, we know the names, whoever signed up for any given day. We're like, oh, we are going to have the best hot breakfast, or oh, we're getting Panera bagels, or
Which
we're getting muffins.
I checked. I checked for tomorrow. Tomorrow is our coworker Roger. Shout out to his wife because she actually
yeah.
she makes us a delicious breakfast.
Oh my gosh, she does. She goes overboard. And we're not talking just breakfast foods. I mean, sometimes we have lasagna. I mean, our staff meeting is at 9:30. So, and some of our folks get in at 6. So by 9:30, they're ready for lunch. So we've had lasagna and what is some of this?
Oh, we had a
beef tips and noodles.
we've had an Italian sub
Y-
hoagie.
Yeah, hoagie dip.
Hoagie dip, but
Hoagie dip.
it's very good. You made us egg
I
sandwiches.
did sausage, egg, and cheese,
These are
and
delicious.
bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches. So, yeah, so it's another like family. We sit and have breakfast
And
together when we
and
have
we
our
cook
meeting.
for each other. It's
Yeah.
it's all love.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so I have my um body and heads done. How are you doing, Connie?
I am going to move on to the next step, but I think mine still need yet a third coat of white paint.
Oh,
So
okay.
I might not finish mine tonight. We'll see.
Okay.
But we can move along and I'll keep up as best as I can.
So I think I'm gonna glue in my little sign. So I can adjust accordingly on my biscuit. And I'm thinking out loud here. So
This could be dangerous.
it could be. So try to follow me. Sometimes I take, but because we're using tacky glue and we have to set, so this is tacky glue that you received. It holds very well once it's dry, but while it's drying, it things can move around. So, or if you wanted to wait, because if you wanted to do a second coat or a third coat, you
Okay.
could.
Okay. Your sponging looks wonderful.
Well, thank you.
Very nice. Yes.
My, should we call it our paper toweling?
Yeah, your paper toweling.
I don't know.
So any of you at home, if you paper toweled, I I imagine it looks like Kara's and it looks really good.
But usually, okay, we'll just do it how we usually do. I'm going to glue the head on the body. Um, so you can always change up the body with the head. For the girl, I actually think I'm going to put this heart body on with the girl. And how you can tell the difference is because of the eyes. The girl eyes are just one slit in the,
Squinty.
yeah, squinty. And then make sure for the bottom of the body, this open part is the bottom. I've had when
Don't, yeah,
they flip it upside down.
make sure your heart is going the right direction.
Yes. Actually, I might glue the hats on. I'm sorry. I didn't think this through before starting. We're going to glue the hats on first.
Okay.
So I'm going to start with the girl hat. And with the girl hat, we call it the sock hat. You can feel how it can stretch open. So you can just practice on your girl. My gourd is dry. So it goes on like that, like so. So I think I'm going to glue that on first. And then after I have that glued on, I'm going to glue on this white yarn.
Okay. So stretch it over, glue it on.
And make sure the seam of the hat goes in the back of the head.
That makes sense. You don't want to look at the front of it and see the seam. Be like my husband wearing his Carhartt, what are those thing, beanies,
Yes.
and the seams in the front. He looks like a goof anyway, but
Well, it can't be as bad as my husband. He came home with his beanie inside out.
oh,
on his
okay,
head.
okay.
We're in for a,
Oh boy,
they must have a hard day here at work.
I guess.
So also, sorry, with the glue, I am putting the glue on the inside rim of the hat. And it, like I said, it will take a little bit overnight for it to dry, but it will stick.
Did I just hear somebody walking through? Or
Um,
was that our ghost? We do swear we have a ghost here.
well, hopefully it's someone just walking through. So I'm pulling the hat down in the back, and then her eyes are just peeking out underneath the hat.
You don't want to cover up those eyes.
And then next, I am going to measure the yarn around the hat. So I'll just take the yarn and hold it from the back, wrap it around. Then I'm going to cut it.
I'm trying to pay attention to you.
I can wait a little bit. Also, how's everyone else doing?
Apparently better than I am. Okay, that's done. Well, don't worry about me. I'll catch up.
I'm gonna leave you behind.
Oh, no, you're fine.
Okay. So,
Okay. Do you mind if I interrupt for a minute?
oh, not at
Okay,
all.
so while I'm waiting for my paint to dry, I wanted to tell you about the next class we have coming up. It is February 17th.
Yep, 2 Tuesdays from
Yeah,
now.
2 Tuesdays from now. Hopefully y'all saw it. Hopefully y'all signed up, but it is our Lily. You can't see her eyes there too well, but it is our Lily bunny basket with 5 gourd eggs. And I think you're lucky enough to have Kara teaching that one too. Oh, geez. Okay. And then we have this dude in March. This is March 17th, St. Patrick's Day. So this is Flora, our chick. This is Pebbles, her baby. And then you got a nice little grassy scene with a fence there. So that's coming up in March. Both of these, the price are around $45 for the bunny, $48 for the chick.
Yeah, they're super cute.
They
And
are
so
super cute.
I want to mention if there's any feedback that you ladies or gentlemen want to give us, you can always send Connie or Dory an email of like what you want to see more of or
Mhm.
slow down.
Okay.
I really like the constructive criticism and stuff.
Yeah.
So let us know if there's anything we can do better at.
Mhm. I know you have Dory's email because I sent you the instructions for the Zoom through her email yesterday. But mine's simply Connie K at mbgourds.com.
Perfect.
All
All
right,
right.
take
So,
it over.
well, I just got my hat on my girl, my lady.
Okay.
Next thing I was going to do, I measured out the yarn around the hat, and now I'm going to just glue the yarn on the hat. So with that, I'm going on the very end of the edge of the hat. You can kind of see glue there now. I'm going to put a rim of glue around there, and then I'm just going to place my yarn there. So
And
she's,
again, yeah, make sure that your yarn doesn't cover up her cute little eyelashes.
yep. So you might need to push your hat back a little bit and just have it sink down to the back of the head. Alrighty.
All right, you said just stretch this over. I think I can do that. It is so quiet in here once everybody goes home for the evening. It's like
Oh,
I think you could hear a pin drop in this place right now.
yes.
We are anxiously awaiting spring around here. I know I am.
Me too.
But in March, which she'll be here in like 3 weeks,
Oh,
um, we're having our spring create your own here at the farm. We have it 2 weekends. Um, you basically come in for 2 hours. Your instructor is our production crew that does this day in and day out so they can do it in their sleep. Kara being one of them. You can
and
choose whatever project you want. You can do as many of them as you want. And those dates,
got the hat on the girl.
what are those dates? 14th and 15th, 22nd and 23rd. They couldn't have made the print on this paper any smaller if they wanted to. But that's always a fun time.
It is fun, and you get to choose as many gourds as you want to do in
Mhm.
2 hour time frame. And you can make your product, like we have all the stains, you can get your gourd spray painted. Yeah, a lot of groups come out together.
Yeah, and I think I mentioned this last time, but for those that, want kind of a laid back, maybe a girls' night out, without kids, we have a VIP night. That's always the Friday night before the last weekend of the event. And we have crazy ladies that just love to bring bottles of wine, charcuterie boards. They're always offering their food up to their teachers back there, and they just have one heck of a time. And it's just a fun night. And we do have people that drive. I mean, we've had people drive from Connecticut, Maine, New Jersey, North Carolina, and they come and they stay in a hotel just to come to our create your own classes. That's how much fun they are. So if you think you live too far away, maybe you'll want to make us your destination.
Yes, and get an Airbnb.
Oh,
Make
yeah.
it a
Oh,
little
absolutely.
weekend trip.
We do have Airbnbs around here. And if you can't find one, I might have a camper you can rent.
Yes, Connie is very into camping.
I love camping.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and glue the top hat on to my gentleman here. Again, with the black hat, you'll feel a seam, see a seam? That will go on the back of the head. And I'm just going to take the tacky glue and place it on the rim or on the circle on the under part of the hat.
Did we glue her nose in yet? No, we have not.
No.
Okay.
I was going to wait to paint the cheeks in just to make sure the paint's dry and so we don't smudge it while we're
Okay.
I guess with the hat too, you'll want to take this very thin piece of the blue felt and you'll want to measure that around the hat. You can see how we did that as so. So I'm just going to take it, wrap it around, and then cut the excess material off. And then how to glue it on. Where the seam is, I'm just going to put a dot of glue there and take the one end of that blue felt and press it down on top of the glue and then wrap it around the hat. And then I am going to put another dot of glue on top of that the first piece of felt. So I'm going to put the glue right there. And then it will just stick on. And if any glue seeps out, it dries clear.
That's the nice thing about this tacky glue. Whoops, where'd it go?
Oh, it's right there.
Oh. Got it.
Got it.
Okay.
All right.
Everybody doing all right?
All right.
Okay.
And next, I'm going to glue in the nose. So with the nose, you want to make sure the orange point is pointing up. If you have it the opposite way, it's going to look like you have a witchy snowman or snow woman.
Oh, yeah, we don't want that. I don't know about you, but one of my noses is larger than my other one.
Oh,
So I'm going to make sure the boy has the big nose.
good. Good catch.
Yeah.
Yes, so the nose sizes are different. So the larger nose is for the male and the smaller one is for the girl. And you'll just take your Q-tip, and if your Q-tip is really gunked up, there's a second one there for you. But I'm just going to put a little dot of glue in the hole on the face. There we go.
And we are getting there.
Yes, our little gourds are coming alive. Are you all caught up, Connie?
I believe I am.
All right.
Now, I'm not thrilled about the paint I have in the tiny little, but you know what? I think with a toothpick, I'll be able to get those out.
All right.
Okay.
So next I am going to think we should paint the pink cheeks on.
Oh boy.
Are your faces dry enough, you think?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. And also, there is a lot of paint left, so if you can use this paint up for something else after we are done, go ahead. So you will use the very thin brush for the cheeks. Oh, it goes on very nicely.
Does it? Okay, let's give this a try. Ooh. Anybody out there nervous like me? That is a tiny spot. Oh gosh.
The paintbrush does the trick though. But if you have a shaky hand, that might be the...
I don't have a shaky hand, but I have bad eyes. How about that?
Right.
And you are right, though. This paint goes on nicely.
Yeah, it is working great. And I think I'm only going to do one coat.
Yeah, I think it really only needs one. So there you go. You have all that pink paint you can do something with. Okay.
All right. So I think I'm going to use my second Q-tip then and do, I can't talk right now. I'm going to use my second Q-tip and then use the glue and glue the heads onto the body. So you will put the glue on the bottom of the head on the room of the neck there. Yeah, if I sound a little funny, it's after working all day.
It's been a long day, and boy, the little ones have been sick. Dory's sick. Dory's sister Diane, who works in our office, she's sick. Our shipper's sick. It's been cruel.
Yeah.
You'd think all this cold weather would kill all the germs, but so far that's not happening.
No. So I painted on the glue. If a little bit comes out when you press the head on the body, it's okay. Your scarf will cover it up.
And remember, make sure your heart is going the right direction.
Yes.
The open part of the belly goes on the wood.
Yes, that's right. Yep. And I just line how to get the head on the body centered like perfectly. I just take the nose and line it up with the center of the gourd. So I line it up with the heart.
That's an easy way to do it. I like that.
Got my head on the body.
Cute, cute, cute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I love how this can be used as a winter decoration and a Valentine's Day decoration. All right. So I have the heads on the bodies. Whoop. Well, my head
Sure
fell
you
off.
do.
Let's try that
Okay.
again. I might need a little bit more glue.
It's a good thing we have two pods.
Mm-hmm.
I used all of my white paint pretty much, so it does look like he could use a touch-up or two.
Our little lady doesn't want to stay on here. So with the scarves, you might want to wait to do that
Oh,
till tomorrow.
that's a good idea. Otherwise, you could pop their heads off.
Yes, but I can show you how to do it on our finished piece because we don't glue them on, we just tie them. So I can take his scarf off. What I would do is you take when you get to this step, you just tie it around and we just fold it over once, kind of like when you're tying a shoe. It's that first step.
Mhm.
You pull it and then you just kind of pull it over. And then we don't want a long piece like this, so I just cut it as so. And then at the end of the pieces, you can just do little slits at the end to give the scarf a frayed look. And if you have a hot glue gun at home,
There she goes again.
my head doesn't want to stay on. But if you do have a hot glue gun at home, I do recommend using that to glue on the
Yeah.
heads because they hold a lot faster.
Just be careful with the hot glue gun. Well, it's going to cover up with a scarf, but if you would use that to glue it onto the base, be careful because you will see the hot glue after it dries, unlike the tacky glue.
Yes.
But yeah, I think
Oh, my head just doesn't want to.
mm,
I think the hat makes a little top
maybe it's
heavy.
a little heavy, yeah. But
Yeah.
I don't think we did so bad, Kara.
Nope. So next step would be to glue the bodies on well, first, let's glue the sign in. You already
Oh,
glued
there go. Maybe you should just lay her down. Yeah, I already
Take it.
glued my sign in. What I did, I just took the tip of
Oh, dipped it in the glue.
and dipped it right in the glue.
Oh, I'm gonna do that too.
Yeah,
And then you just
made it
twist
really
it in
easy.
there. And then I'm just putting glue on the bottom of the body, but you might want to wait too because the heads are very they're not dry yet. So you can wait, but I'm being impatient. There it goes.
I think I'm gonna wait till tomorrow to glue my bodies on, only because I see a little couple areas there that need touched up with paint. So very nice.
Right.
Very nice. Anybody have any questions or having any difficulties? No? That's wonderful. Means you did a good job, Kara.
We did a good
We
job.
did a good job. All right. Well, hopefully we will see you back February 17th for our bunny and 5 eggs, or in March for this
My head.
cute little guy. But I think that's probably it. If you don't have any questions or need us any further, good luck finishing up. And like we said, email Dory or myself, Connie K at mbgourds or Dory H at mbgourds.com.
Also, this video will be sent to you.
Yes, tomorrow morning. So if you fell behind, I did notice a couple that signed up did not sign on. So it will be emailed to you tomorrow that you can review it or watch it and put your project together. So everyone
lady.
stay. Oh,
Nope, I was just saying thank you.
oh, thank you. All right, everybody stay safe and warm, and we'll see you next time.
All right.
Good,
Bye.
You.
good night.
Bye-bye.